Yeah, he's sick of us losing for real. Yeah, I can't agree with you more, Queen Waiterette. Like the fact that, like I said, the fact that he's from Compton and he was a Raider fan before he was a player, before he was any of that, and now he's there leading the Raiders. I'm not mad at him for taking his chance to work for the team that he grew up loving, and just being a linebackers coach. So man, and to see where he's going, like Mark Davis has to realize that he like lightning don't strike twice for a lot of people, So for Rich Bisaccia to come in here and do what he did, I know a lot of fans like Rich Bisaccia. I know a lot of players like Rich Bisaccia, and they wanted him to be the head coach going further. I didn't think, me personally, it's just my opinion. I didn't think he had what it took to keep it going for a whole season and then another season. Like, I get it. He was a good players coach. He related to the players and everything like that. They can go talk to him. But at the same time, like, I think it's gonna take someone like Antonio Pierce that has that grit, that has that attitude, like, and he can still relate to the players. He doesn't have to soften up who he is or be someone who he's not to try to relate to these guys. I think the fact that he is who he is and he keeps it transparent and he keeps it 100 is why they want to fight for him so bad. I mean, you like I said, you hear Robert Spillane talk about how he don't want to let him down. He don't want to let him down. I want to go out there and fight for him and my brothers. I want to give it everything I got, and then his teammates and his coach telling him, if you need to take it off, like, go ahead, but like, we would like to have you out there if you can. Like, and to him, that's motivation, and it gives him hope and everything like that this team can really do something. I mean, we're 5-5 right now. At the beginning of the season, maybe even 3 weeks ago, I don't think any of us could have really seen us being 5-5 after going up against the Jets. Maybe the Bears, considering what they had, and that was even, ooh, excuse me, that was even a bullshit game. But to see where we're at, it's just night and day, man. I just can't get over it anymore. Salute to Menace. And real quick, before I go any further, about to bring my fellas on here. Talk that shit with me. Run down.
What's the deal, man? What's going on, man? I love the look of the channel. Shit getting pristine over here, man. I love it.
Oh yeah, hey, we trying to be the best we could. We got Leo and we got one more, one more.
Who else we got
Rafa,
today?
the captain.
Orale, what up,
Yo, what's
What
Rafucho?
is up?
up?
What
What's
is
the
What's up,
up?
deal?
brother?
Hey, yo, thank y'all for being here. And I know you guys covered it briefly. You guys might have covered it already a little bit. You know how we do. We don't get tired of talking about our Raiders, man. I mean, the game, the Jets, Aiden O'Connell. I mean, to see we held them to nothing but field goals. He got a touchdown at the end. Michael Mayer kind of moving the ball around. Adams got close to 100 yards. Jacobs passed 100 yards. Like, what y'all think, man? Let's start with you, Rundown.
Um, man, like I said, he showed poise, man. He showed a lot. He's showing the characteristic of, like, even if something go wrong in the first half or whatever, he got the poise and the maturity to go ahead and block all that out and perform at a high level when we need him to perform, man. So definitely, I saw a lot from Aiden O'Connell. He did his thing. Bo Hardegree showed a lot. Bo Hardegree showed that he can game plan against one of the better defenses in the NFL, and that's the biggest thing, really. You know what I mean? How is he gonna be able to scheme up, against Robert Saleh and that defense? Also, man, gotta give love to Patrick Graham once again, man. Patrick Graham is doing his thing once again with all these
Mhm.
players that we have on the roster. Some of the 3 years, some of the new players, and some of the dudes we signed off free agency. Like, everybody's contributing. And last but not least, special teams, bro. Our special teams has been playing fucking out of its mind for the past couple games. And shout out to AJ Cole, shout out to Daniel Carson, man. Like,
Yep,
they
they're
help us
back.
win games right now. So definitely, it's big.
Yeah, because AJ Cole had that growing for, I think it was like a week or two,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
we saw it on the field. He was missing kicks that he usually hits all the time. So yeah,
yeah.
big ups on that. Rafa, what do you think of the Jets game, man? How do you feel about what you saw? Everything. Let me hear it.
I mean, that was something really impressive. And by the way, guys, because right now I'm just playing the NFL mating, which I just control the my gameplay right now. But at the same time, the New York Jets versus Las Vegas Raiders, that was like a tough game to watch because right now the defense and the offense really step up. Robert Spillane, it became like a monster of the linebacker because if we see like a more aggressive, more plays, I mean Robert Spillane can do anything. And it reminds me of like a young Romanowski, but much aggressive, much intense, and he knows how to understand about the football when it comes to the position of linebacker. And
Bill
Michael
Bill
Mayer,
Romanowski.
well, kind of, because I had to go to the receiver to the difference of between the linebackers. But at this point right now, Robert Spillane became like the most defensive player. And that's the linebacker that we needed for. And everybody thought it's gonna be like a bust, but no. This is like the linebacker that we needed for. It's just like the glue inside for the defense of the Raiders because that's what we needed for. And by the way, the Michael Mayer, he became like the Air Jordan moment about his catch at the first touchdown of his career. Simply phenomenal. I mean, what can expect about it? If the
Yeah.
defense and the offense could really show up in the step out, I mean, we have possibility to go to the playoffs. And with Antonio Pierce, the thing is gonna be really short. And for the next week, I guarantee you, it's gonna be like a dolphin season hunt. Dolphin season hunt.
Yeah, I agree with a lot of what you said right there. Especially with Spillane, like he's playing out of his mind right now,
Yeah.
and I love it, man. I love seeing us getting turnovers. I love hearing the crowd, all of that, So, Leo, let's get some your takes real quick on that Jets game.
Bro, I know we just got done talking about it on my show, but you were talking about it earlier. We were talking about AP. Like huge fucking shout out to AP, the way he's got this team turn around and believing in themselves again. And not so much even with us, the Raider fans got that swag back, but you could see it on the team. You see it on the field how hard they're playing. My biggest gripe during the McDaniels era wasn't even so much like you're a Patriot, you do this, you do that. Was I never saw them play with heart. I never saw them play the way we were used to as Raider fans. Like you would get excited, the small plays, the anything, just something that'll get you excited. And you never saw that in the team. I always bitched that they never played 4 quarters of football. And then now that I watch these games, it's like, fuck, I'm from the old school, bro. I'm like Antonio Pierce. Like, we went to the same junior college. Like, I love games like Sunday.
There
I
you go.
fucking love games like that. Like, I
Yeah.
saw people on Facebook, oh, this is so boring. Da, da, da. Y'all from the new school, high scoring offensive. I love
Yeah,
the
they don't know
old
what they're
school,
talking about.
hard nosed, knockout football, bro. Like, show me an old Ravens Steeler game. That's the kind of shit I want to
Hey,
see.
yep,
And watching that game Sunday reminded me of it. And I love it because that's where you see what kind of team you have in
yeah,
those kind of fucking games, bro. So I'm excited, dog. I every week I'm looking forward to each game, see what we can do, and see growth in each one too. Is what I like to see. To see
yeah,
the differences, to see O'Connell grow, to see the defense get even better. The Hardegree, Bo Hardegree come up with that fucking play, come up with it out of his ass. I was scared when they were gonna do the tush push. But then I saw
yeah,
them do
Yep.
that little end around, and I was like,
yeah.
"Holy
That
shit!"
was
Like,
such a great play. That was such a
and
great
watch
play.
how many people are gonna copy that shit now too. Though, watch.
Yeah.
Oh
And
yeah, guaranteed.
shout out to right here to Kingdom Soldier in the chat. He says Aiden seems to be the right guy. Like I touched on it briefly in your show, Leo. Like
Mhm.
if Aiden can turn out to be the guy that we could go forward with, like, do you guys think, like Josh Jacobs comes back, because he'll be on a really cheaper contract, will have a little bit more money. Everybody else that's kind of like already here is kind of solidified for at least like the next year or two, So I'm not too sure about Jacoby Myers' contract. I would like to keep Jacoby Myers. I think he was a
Oh,
great
Stan.
pickup. You
Yeah.
know, Spillane, I think he's earned everything. But touching back on Aiden O'Connell and him being a rookie and what he's shown you, if he could continue to show that that progress and improvement and continue to get us in positions to win games. Like, what do you guys think about Aiden O'Connell and Josh Jacobs? Let's touch on that real quick.
I think Aiden O'Connell has all the opportunity in the world to prove that he's the number one dude. And especially going into next year, like prove that we don't need to draft anybody else or draft any type of competition. You know what I mean? Early round, let's just say like that, early round. You say you don't have to draft no competition, or you get him a veteran to sit behind him, right? And say, all right, that's the dude. But he's definitely making his claim, and it's gonna be games like this week, that he's gonna need to play well for everybody to be like, all right, there's something there, you know. So he can't shrink in this moment. He can't fold under pressure. As far as Josh Jacobs, I think Josh Jacobs stays. AP is the coach. If AP is the coach, I think there's a strong possibility that Josh Jacobs could remain on the roster. They'll work something out. Him, Champ Kelly, Antonio Pierce, they'll all work something out, and then he'll stay. So I definitely think that's the direction it's going. And if everybody stays how it is, the coaching staff, then I think it's a bigger shot, because like right now we're all building continuity. Like there's so many weeks in the season, like that you're building continuity that can be taken into next season. So definitely, I want to see all these guys stay, but I think it's all contingent on if the group stay together.
And it feels like it's happening so fast too, you know, like as soon as that weak link, that or I don't even want to say link, but that head of that chain was cut off, you know, it just seems like how this team has really been able to show its true colors, you know. It's crazy. Leo, let's get your thoughts, Leo, on Aiden O'Connell and Jacob, him coming back and O'Connell's performance.
You know what? I'm with Rundown, just to go off what he said. I think it's his job to earn, you know, his job to lose. One thing I will say about Aiden is people forget he's a rookie. This is only his third fucking game. Give the kid a chance. I know everybody's looking forward to the off season with this rookie draft class. That's one of the best that's came out in a while. So I don't blame the nation for getting excited about it. But at the same time, give the kid a chance, you know. But when it comes to Jacobs, dog, I'll say this much. As a nation, I think a lot of the nation owes Jacobs a fucking apology, because there were motherfuckers who were saying we don't need him. Yep. We're going to be a running back by committee type of fucking team. And that shit did not work. You don't see Zamir anywhere. You don't see any of the other running backs anywhere. Yep. And then now you see that Jacobs with AP, he's playing a lot harder. Whatever was going down between him and Josh, obviously there was something there because he wasn't running this hard. This is the Jacobs I love to see. Yes. That runs hard. And I think, I mean, it's crazy. We're what? He's the third number 3 rusher in the league. And you were saying he would have a shitty ass first half of the season. You could still get 1,000 yards the remainder of the year, bro. So if he keeps running like this and we keep AP, I could see Jacob staying, and I would want motherfucking Jacob.
And I gotta say this. I say this on my man CT show. Fucking, I was wrong about Zamir White. Wrong. He is fucking garbage. He's terrible. All right, and even if Jacob stays this next season, which I think he might, I still think like we need a second running back, bro. Like we need another one.
Yeah,
somebody who can come in and change pace. You know what I mean? Like let Jacobs come in, get a breather, and get that little motherfucker that can like scoot in there and have a little speed in there. Like I think that'd be good for the passing game and just change pace.
Mm-hmm.
Don't we still have him on that injury reserve, that Brent Brown?
Yeah, Brent Brown's still there. All those other dudes are on there, but it's like, yeah.
Shout out to Raider Solo. Salute my guy.
Like how Detroit got their backfield, bro, like with Gibbs and Montgomery, like that's a fucking lethal backfield.
That's a fucking dynamic duo.
That shit is beautiful.
Yeah.
So let's get to I'm trying to find there we go. Thoughts on Jack Jones. I know AP got history with him. I mean, from high school to college to NFL. Like, I mean, it seems kind of the Raider thing to do, you know, like take someone that no one else wants, has troubles and everything like that. Do you think AP is going to be the guy that can actually like keep him under control, considering he has so much history with him? You think he's actually going to come in and want to like actually, you know, kind of?
So what have been the off the field problems? I ain't understood.
I mean, it's not even really off the field problems, but considering to the NFL, you know, I mean, you get caught with 2 guns, you know, and I
Oh,
think what else did he have before that? I think he had
Stealing, right?
a robbery
Got a
charge.
robbery.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
robbery charge, you know, so it's not even really getting caught with 2 guns, but he got caught with 2 guns at the airport. You know, so it's
right.
like that's the thing. Like there's actual ways, you know. Shout out to all my CCW owners, you know, there's actual ways that you can transport with your firearm through an airport. That's actually legal. A lot of people don't know that. You know, and there's actually ways you can take your gun with you on a plane, through an airport, on a flight. You know, there's just certain things that you have to go through on that. But that's a different show and that's a different topic. But anyways, that's what he got busted for, you know. And you know the way the NFL is, like, I mean, you smoke weed or get caught with a gun, you know, you're gonna get a year suspension. You get caught with, you know, beating someone's ass on camera, you know, you get like about a game or 2 suspension. Or
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
he
with
probably
him,
sit
it's
there
been other
and
things,
it's
bro.
hard decisions. I mean, when you with a
Yeah.
coach that had known you since you was 13, I mean, I would assume you would be like, all right, bro, there's certain shit I wouldn't do out of respect. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
out of
that's
respect for
absolutely
the OG.
facts.
So I ain't gonna do that. And you know, he from Long Beach, AP from Compton. Everybody that's from SoCal know, you know, it's not that far away. You know what I mean? Same type of principles. So if it's all like that, then it's like, all right, cool. That's the OG. I'm gonna respect it and I'm gonna work hard for him. I think that's what it's gonna be.
Yeah, exactly. And for that case of Jet Jones on the bingo to the Raiders, because I know they had experience with Antonio Pierce at the Arizona State, but at the time right now, it seemed like the performance of Chad Jones over the last time, because he has very good timing playing the ball in coverage. I mean, whatever he turns are located to the ball has to it, he doesn't panic downfield and he's able to attack the ball from many different angles. I mean, the lack of size can show up like every times we cover a large receivers, and he eventually gets the ball and stuck at the their backs. I mean, he's a scrappy player who has an nose for the ball for a neck and making plays for the run game. He makes
Yeah.
good reads and he's making quicker reactions to come out and support the run. And for that case of Jad Chunks, I mean, that could be like a great addition, because whenever if they sign up for Marcus Peters, I mean, Judkins is very superior to Marcus Peters because do it for the size, and he showed up with a viable blitzer off the edge, who became like a part of the upside of the formation. He's slight frame can be issue on the run game, but he can take the vertical tackles, especially matches with against bigger backs.
There you go. I mean, how tall? Does anybody know how tall he is? I ain't looked at all them measurables. I gotta see how tall he is.
I mean, if he really comes out and really wants to like really take advantage of, I guess, what could be his last opportunity, like I think AP has to be the best guy to bring out whatever he has left in him, you know?
Yeah.
Well, I'll say this about Homeboy. He's from the area, so he's from here. He's always had those character issues, you know. SC, I think it was like in 2018, the dude got arrested at a Panda Express.
Yeah.
Got arrested at a Panda Express, bro, for commercial robbery. Like at a young age, you're already putting your future at fucking risk, you know.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like I know the Nation's gonna go crazy. Oh, we didn't get Jalen Carter because he was a character issue because of fucking Vegas, right? But different regime. And when you think about it, one, we're not giving dude a huge contract. We're not giving up any fucking capital for him. So as far as for the Raiders and Antonio Pierce, it's a low risk, high reward situation, and I'm with that. If he's gonna come to Vegas and act a fool, then I'm hoping AP and them are gonna be like, look, we're trying to give you a chance. You don't want this, then boom, you're gone.
Yeah.
But if he's willing to work with them and be able to just fucking focus on football, the kid can ball. The kid can he can ball since he was at Poly, SC, fucking Arizona State. Like the kid can fucking ball.
Yeah.
But the thing has always been his character, no? To me, he kind of reminds me, not so much the intense as Ja, like from the NBA, but kind of that same mentality. Like he's always gonna be about that life, you know?
The NFL is Ja Morant.
but keeping someone like Coach AP around hopefully can help ground him and like, hey, bro, look, because AP has said it before. I'm still about that life. He never changed it. But there's
Yeah.
a way to fucking
There's a way to
balance that
carry
shit out
like,
and do your job as an NFL player and shit
I
like that.
mean,
So hopefully AP can do
like
that.
AP said, man, they're getting paid millions to play a kid sport.
Yeah, it's,
You know, like you're
Yeah.
going out there and playing a sport that you've loved since you were a kid, and you're getting paid millions of dollars to do it. Like, come on, man. You're really gonna try and carry that kind of lifestyle. You know, I mean, no one
and
really
just look at
cares.
the leadership
You know,
on the team, bro. I mean,
Yeah,
there's
you gotta be
maturity on
smarter
this
than
team.
that. You know.
You know what I mean? They're like now the leadership on the team is like, come on, bro. You got
Yeah, it's
Devontae
different.
here.
Yeah, I think
You got-
players would be the first to call another player out than even the coaches.
Exactly.
You got
I saw it
Spillane,
yeah,
Crosby, all those dudes. Yeah.
you know
Man,
what
that's the culture
I don't know
now.
if you guys saw it, but how they show like the Raiders on the actual Raiders YouTube channel, they'll show like sound bites from the sideline.
Yeah.
You
Mhm.
know,
I
and
saw
like
that.
Josh Jacobs was like, "Come on, man! Like, do your fucking
Let's
job!
go.
Like,
Do your
let's
job,
go,
yeah.
man! Like, let's get this going." And I didn't think it was any kind of like disrespect. It was just like let's go.
No, it's
Like
not.
he knows what
Yeah.
they're capable of. He knows what they can do, and it's just like if every you don't even have to be the best player in the NFL, but if you just do your job, if everybody
it.
on the team does their job, you would see what we saw on Sunday. You
That's
know,
it.
it wasn't perfect, but
But I think with Jack, it's not so much doing his job on the field because kid can ball. It's the conduct off the field
yeah,
that you have to worry
That's what
about.
it is.
You
You
know?
know, but we'll see. I mean,
yeah.
he looked energized. When I saw an interview of him today, he looked happy, ready to be up in there.
did you guys see he was there at the Jets game?
Was he?
Yeah, there's pictures of him with him and Devontae after the Jets game, him on the sidelines with Devontae Adams.
I thought that was the
Yeah.
Giants.
Was it the Giant? I thought it was the Jets game.
I saw the picture. I just don't know. I don't know if it was that game.
I mean, it could have been either one because they were both at Allegiant, and I really don't see no opposing team in the background. But
Right.
yeah, I mean, just for it to come out right now, I mean, it could be coincidence, you know. But I mean, I thought it was from
Oh, it
the
must
Jets
be
game.
preseason because Keelan Cole is still on the fucking team in the background.
Oh, it's preseason. Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I think it might have been when we played the Didn't we play the Patriots in the preseason?
We did.
Yeah, it might have been then.
Oh, okay.
I like it though. It's a good move. I mean, shit. Like Leo said, low risk, high reward.
High reward
At
for
this
real.
point in the season.
It almost
Yeah.
feels like the Chase Young trade could have been like that. You know, because what they give up a third.
No, man.
Third, right? Yeah.
You could
Because
have fucking got Montez Sweat.
Sweat was a second and a fifth, though.
I wanted
was he?
Sweat
Never
from
mind.
trash.
Yeah. Mhm.
I wanted
Yeah.
Sweat.
I
from
would have did
trash.
Chase Young though for sure. That's third round. Hell yeah.
When I saw him and Bosa lined up, I was like, man, that could have been Max and him.
Yep.
Man.
That shit was
now we gotta
crazy.
fucking wait till next year.
That's fucking cheat code. They're both getting 10 at the quarterback like at the exact same time. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, bro. That shit makes a huge difference.
Yep.
Mhm.
So the Jets game's a wrap. You know, we already know. Sorry if you guys hear my dog in the background. That fool's going crazy. He likes when I talk about the Raiders wins. Transitioning into this game, I honestly think the last two, I don't want to say the last two games were like a gimme for AP because he's a brand new head coach, interim head coach, you know, came from a linebackers coach. Not saying that he doesn't have the qualifications to be a head coach, but it's new. You know, it's all new. I think Miami's going to be his toughest challenge as of yet. And it's really going to solidify, like, you know, if he does win this game, like Mark Davis, he has to consider it. You know, he has to consider keeping him. I know there's rumors going out there about it. You know, that Mark Davis is already considering it. But if we continue to see the the progress and everything that the team is doing right now, how do you guys feel about AP being the head coach, O'Connell being the starting quarterback, and us going into the draft with, whatever we got and, taking it from there? Let's start with you, Rafa.
Yep. I think the between of Aiden O'Connor has became like one of the best things about it. And for me, Aiden O'Connor, from my perspective, for all these rookie quarterback, it's really tough how to go for the first time, getting sacked and everything. But Aiden O'Connor has been like at a different level. And we've seen like a lot of great things that he do for the quarterback. I mean, the position of the quarterback is the most difficult. And I know the play is gonna happen in between all these stuff to cover it up with the wide receiver, feed up with the running back. I mean, but the mentality of Antonio Pierce was really different because he understand about the passion and of course the intensity, the aggression of playing football. Because it's not the first time we see it like in a long time. That's what we need it for. Because the Raider Eastons right now is play much harder, much aggressive, and we just saw for the press conference to see everything could happen like this one, ladies and gentlemen. If we can play more aggressive, just like we did against Giants and of course the Jets, just like a great statement, we could do a lot of better because we're not going to sit back there and say, "Oh, we're going to lose again," because right now the problem is gone. We don't have Josh McDaniels. The Patriot way is gone. The Patriot way
Yeah.
is dead. Right now, the Raiders culture is still alive, and of course, the legacy of Davis is still right here. It's still in spirit right now because we need to bring him back. And for that, for Aiden O'Connor, it became like what are the brightest future because we just see like a lot of quarterbacks getting sacked and all things like that, but with Aaron O'Connor, it seems like a bright future because he thinks like a leader. He thinks like know it, and he thinks like to play for like 4-4-3-3. I know this happened to like for a turn for the left. I mean, he could be like everything. I hope he's gonna be like healthy because Jimmy Garoppolo is not gonna be there
Yeah,
because we
no,
just have a better quarterback, which is Aaron O'Connor, and he knows you understand that.
yeah. Yeah, I honestly think if like I said, if Aiden O'Connell could keep, progressing the way he is, like, I mean, there's a lot of big ups for this team, especially if they keep playing the way they do, So AP and Aiden O'Connell, Leo, what you think?
Um,
If they win against if they pull this off against Miami, what you think?
Honestly, I think it's still a little soon to say about keeping him or not. I would want to see the rest of the season. With O'Connell, I do think he gives us a better chance than Jimmy right now, but that's not really saying much because Jimmy was literally ass with us.
Yes,
But I'll say this much about O'Connell. Like, I want to see how he, one, starts to adapt more to the speed of the game and also make those reads that he's making a lot faster. I like that he's making the reads, but he needs to do it quicker. Understand you can't hold on to the ball that long in the NFL. And if you are, you need to be more mobile in that pocket. Like, one of the things I noticed is he did stand tall and he stood firm in there, which is great news, based on the old number 4. That fool used to just crumble in the pocket. But my whole thing was like, I need you to fucking move around more if you're gonna hold on to the ball that long. A lot of times he just stood there, and the Jets had a good D line. He was being pushed back into him. So you either need to make a quicker decision about who you're gonna throw to, or throw it away, live to fight another day. He gave up 2 huge sacks that took us out of field goal range. That it didn't end up costing us, but it could have. So just things like that, I want to see him develop before I say, "Hey, I'm fully sold on Aiden O'Connell." Right? But as far as Coach AP, it's like I've said from the beginning, it's his job to lose, bro. If
yeah,
he can just show and keep winning and have these dudes fighting, I don't see why um, Davis would have to go any other way. Yeah.
yeah. Shout out to John Leon, always in the chat, man. Salute Nation. He says Sam Tanka, Aiden needs to throw the ball away if he sees nothing open and he has no running lane. Throw the ball away, Aiden. I mean, he made some good calls where he threw it away. I could see why he might want to try to, force some balls in there, but for him to make some of the plays he made after he made after that interception, like
Mhm.
both of those plays to Devontae Adams, especially that one, not the one where Devontae had to like reach out super far, but the one where Aiden just put it in there at the right time in the pocket.
Oh yeah.
There's a defender right there in front of him and another
Mhm.
defender right behind Devontae Adams. And
Yeah.
O'Connell put it in the exact place, not too low, not too high, perfect, right where it needed to be. And I think it got us a first down,
Yeah.
So I mean, like you said, Leo, it's only his second game starting, or his
Mhm.
third starting game, I
Third.
should say, but second in a row, where he actually knows he's gonna be the starter, so to see what he did, and I think out of all the quarterbacks that have played the Jets, he had the highest QBR and the least amount of turnovers, and that's including Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, that already play the Jets. So that just goes to show that the Jets ain't nothing to play with. Their defense isn't anything to play with, and even though it was a rough game and it might have been hard to watch, like him putting up that touchdown in the fourth quarter and him just getting us in position to score points, I think that shit says a lot.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think it really does says a lot.
I agree.
So what do you guys think about this Dolphins game, though? I mean, they got a high scoring offense. They call them the Miami Maddens on our on the NFL game preview.
Who calls them the Miami Madams?
The Miami Maddens, like the Madden game.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's funny.
I think it was NFL Network that put out the game preview.
Oh man.
And
Mhm.
they were calling them the Miami Maddens just because they put up points the way they do, so
It makes sense until they play somebody that has a defense and then they get caught.
I was about to get to that because they're 6-0 when they're facing teams that are under 500, but they're 0-3
Right.
when they're facing teams that are above 500.
Mhm.
So
And that's talk for them. That's talk for them. They definitely are in there saying the same shit, like, oh, everybody saying we can't do it. But for us, I keep saying it, and people can say I'm wrong, whatever. We do things that do not match up well for them. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's
if we
facts.
go in there and have a good running game, and they don't want a team to go in there and be physical with them when you go in there and try to run the ball. That's fun. Especially on the defensive side of the ball. Like, you can't allow Tua to just scan the field and be able to get a crossing route 15 yards down the field. You know what I mean? You got to be able to put pressure on Tua. And at the same time, you got to beat their ass at the line of scrimmage, bro. You can't let these receivers get no free release. That's the next thing. Because if you look back at all their games, like even that game they played against the Chargers, bro, the Chargers defense is playing like 15 yards back. Because they trying to prevent the big play, but it's like if you get these motherfuckers ahead of steam, bro, they're gonna get you. They're gonna kill you.
Mhm.
So you got to be physical with them, bro, on both sides of the ball. And I think we can do it definitely. But this is a big, strong test for the defense. This D line, our D line, has to be monstrous, bro. They got to be monstrous this game. Like Crosby got to take that shit up a level. Like
Yeah.
we're saying like, he deserves
more.
defensive player of the year. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we're saying he deserves defensive player of the year. These the fucking games you need to fucking ball in. Like, for real.
Yeah.
Because your team is 5-5, about to play a good team. He balls in this motherfucker and he gets busy. We have a chance, bro. For real.
Yep.
You know what I think is some bullshit too? For as long as I can remember, our bye week has been around like the 5th or 6th week.
It's
We got
usually
it in
early,
what, week 12?
which is good though. Now
Or-
that it's a 17 game season.
I mean, I guess I guess
Yeah.
the way everybody's playing, it is good to give them a rest.
Yeah.
But it's just weird, considering the back end of our season for it. Well, I mean, maybe that's a good thing then. I didn't even think about it till right now. Maybe that's a
coming
good
at the
thing.
perfect time, bro. I mean,
Yeah,
if you
same.
win, if you win one out of these next 2 games, it's great. You feel what I'm saying? Like we're cool. We going in 6-6. All right, you going in 6-6, and then for the rest of the way, you like, all right, we see what we're gonna do. But don't let us get both of these motherfuckers, bro. Don't let us get both.
You
Oh
let
my
us get both of
God.
these motherfuckers. Watch out, bro.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna be like Will Ferrell in Old School. I'm gonna be fucking streaking through the streets. I'm be blacked out for real. I'm gonna be so happy. Like for real. John Leon says I see us keeping them under 21 points.
That's
We
a
do
tough
that, we
game.
win.
We can do it.
And
We do that, we win.
every time they've been held under 21 points, they've lost.
They lost. Mhm.
They
If
have
we do that,
lost.
we can win.
Every time,
I'm
that's
telling
a fact, John Leon. Every time that we've held them under 21 points, they've lost.
Yeah.
You know, we got Sam Palomal on a safety blitz. Tua gets hurt from Islander players. I don't want nobody to get hurt. I don't wish anybody get hurt. I don't wish anybody get hurt.
No,
You know,
I don't want him to get hurt, but that is the key to the fucking game. Like,
But I'm
Brendan,
fucking blitzing.
we gotta,
you
yeah.
have to
He gets
blitz
the ball
Tua.
out. Yeah, he
I'm
gets
gonna
the
get his
ball out
ass,
so
bro.
quick.
I'm getting it.
If you
Bro.
sit back and let this dude fucking pass like they did fucking Zach Wilson, I get it. Zach Wilson, you weren't afraid of him, whatever, right?
Yeah.
But he did his thing when he could.
You don't
But
gotta
if you try that shit against the Dolphins, you're gonna get killed. You look at what the Broncos did, bro. When they were playing back, no pressure, like trying to cover them, they fucking got
They
annihilated.
better not put
I
up
don't
70
think
on us. I
the
swear.
Dolphins' offensive line is
All
the
right.
strongest, though. They're not the
No.
strongest unit.
No,
So,
they're not. I think
we'll
Mac
be-
can get in there.
Yeah,
and
I
clear
mean, if
it.
our D line, like I think I said this, I don't know who Shaw said it on, either mine or Turks. But I said if the defense play like they did in Detroit, we gonna win the fucking game.
We
gonna win
definitely
the game.
gotta press those receivers though. Because if you
Yeah.
look at the way they pass, they're a timing offense. The minute
You cannot
Tua looks
let them
and his
lead.
thing is not there, that's when Tua does Tua things. You know, when
Yeah.
you fuck up that timing, where
And
Tua's
that's
got
what
to
people,
make.
hey,
decisions.
Leo, talk that shit, bro, because that's what
Mhm.
people not talking about either. He'll fuck
Yeah.
around and give you one. He'll
Yeah,
fuck
he
around
will.
and throw an interception, bro. Tua
Yes,
is
he
not
will.
like never throwing interceptions, bro. He's gonna throw
Yeah,
one.
I
If you
know.
take away that first read, he got to double
Mhm.
clutch that motherfucker and try to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
He said
So
he
you
was
remember-
shooting the ball
Our
off
hands
within
on-
like
Yeah,
3 to 4
exactly.
seconds. You know,
Bro,
if we could
getting our hands on the
press them,
football.
if we could press them and just even 3 seconds, I think that's enough time for Max Crosby. I mean, even Kuntz got a sack.
Who's
know what
get
I'm
in there,
saying?
bro?
You know, so
Woo!
I mean,
It should have been
Tyree
a sack fumble, dog. The fucking
Yeah,
Washington got it.
yeah.
They got
I
lucky on
think
that.
it was
one.
I
Yeah.
think it was a sack fumble, but they recovered.
Yeah, it was, but they recovered. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, but I mean, still, just to see our defense, even our interior line, you know, I saw we got rid of Rochelle. I never really saw him doing anything in
No,
there,
he-
anyways.
Why
I'd
why
rather-
are people tripping that we let Rochelle go and we got
I'd
Jack?
rather play
I'm like, bro,
NJS anyways.
like,
you know,
get out of here. Like,
Makes no
no.
sense.
yeah, yeah, real
Makes
shit.
no
You
sense.
know,
Yeah.
but I honestly think if I totally agree with John Leon right there. If we keep it under 21 points and our secondary, even our linebacker crew, I mean, I don't think Divine Diablo did too bad for his first game back. You know, he didn't give up a lot of too many yards after catch. Yeah, he gave up some plays, but he didn't give up too much after they made the play, you know. So for his first game back, not really gonna fucking
Yeah.
give him too much shit about it. And I said it earlier in the chat, or I mean earlier in the show before you guys even showed up. I haven't heard anything on Amik Robertson, so big ups and shout out to Amik Robertson. I really
did
hope
see something. I did see something. I think it was
I hope
Hondo said he
hope-
might
not gonna play,
be
though.
able to
I
clear.
know he's in concussion protocol.
might?
Yeah, he said he might be able to clear if everything keeps going as planned, but I doubt it.
I don't think
There's
he's
only
gonna
been
clear.
one dude, right, that actually cleared the same week. And
Yeah,
played.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I think that's why you signed Jack Jones. And he'll fuck around and play this week.
Tyler Hall. Hodge.
Man, bro, can he get some more fucking snaps, bro? I don't know what he's been doing. He might be a fucking jack off in practice or some shit, bro. He might not get a fucking practice. Because
Who are you talking
every
about?
time he on
Oh
the
my
field,
God.
bro, he be making plays, bro. He be making plays. Tyler
Yeah, I
Hall
see it. I see him in there.
Hauler.
Yeah.
He's hard, bro. He must be at practice not giving a fuck. Like, and then they be like, all right, throw him in there, fuck it then. They're trying to punish him.
I mean,
They have him in the slot right now, right?
if Jack Jones could come in and be another solid cornerback, like I mean, who would be our number one cornerback right now?
Right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because right now it was
Peters.
Peters and Meek, and then Hobbs in the slot. Now that Meek's out, they move Hobb back to the outside, and they put Hall in the slot.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going back to the outside. Under no circumstances.
Yeah. No, that's what they did against the Jets. Once Meek went out.
Jones reach and everything.
No,
his
Jacory
body length will help.
went in there.
And then Jacory, then Bennett comes in as well. Yeah.
I don't think they trust him all the way. That's why
they were targeting Bennett.
Not this game.
Jets were targeting Bennett for real. I don't know if you guys saw that.
I did, and Bennett's thing is back to what Rundown was saying about pressing the receivers. He couldn't press these dudes. Every time he tried to press Garrett Wilson would beat him right off the bat. When he tried to press him.
That's why they signed Jack Jones, because it's like if a Meek can't go, you for damn sure not asking Jacory and Bennett to press on Tyreek Hill. Like,
no. Yeah.
Also, we need to take care of pressure.
Hell no, we gonna get fucking toasted. So you got to get somebody in here who's familiar. That's the next thing I like with Jack Jones, because guess who we playing? Miami, and who is he just a part of? New England. They was in the same fucking division.
Oh yeah, he's familiar with them already.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, he done played them. He knows the scheme, the system. So that's another reason I like this sign.
I mean, playing Miami though, what would you think is our biggest threat? I mean, because they got a lot of dudes on offense that can not even put up points, but that are fast. I mean, they got Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle. You know what I'm saying? And then now they got what is it?
A-Chain?
I have it right here. Raheem Mostert, and now they're getting A-Chain back this week.
A-Chain comes back, yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, those are the two biggest ones, bro.
A-Chain was averaging 125 yards a game before he got hurt on very little touches. Like this man is breaking for big yardage. You know what I'm saying? So coming into this Miami game, like, what do you think is our biggest threat? Because I mean, I believe in our secondary, and I think they can do what they need to do in order for the defensive line to get there. But Miami got a lot of weapons. Like, it's almost like too much, you know. And now I know why they call them the Miami Maddens, because it's almost unfair.
It is, but it isn't when, like, you go with Rundown was talking about in the trenches, because their offensive line isn't the greatest. So if you can get to the fucking quarterback, but that's where I think the thing is stopping that fucking run game. You need to stop that fucking run game, because if they run on you, bro, they're gonna fucking kill you with the pass. You can't let them fucking do, because they come from the Shanahan tree. So Mike McDaniel's offense comes from that shit. And just like with the 49ers, it goes through the run. They might have the weapons, but believe it, fucking end around to Tyreek, screens. Like, dude, those dudes get creative, but you can't let A-Chain and Mostert go off on us, because if they do, we're done. If those two go off on us, then we're done.
That's what people be forgetting, bro, and that's what, like, they forget because it's high flying and all that shit.
Right.
What Leo said, I've been saying the same thing, bro. Like, they need to run the ball, because if you really watch the Dolphins, bro, they're not just dropping back and shit and survey the field, bro. They doing a lot of play actions and shit.
A lot of play action.
A lot of play action and fucking rollouts. If you really look at it, bro, they play action and shit. And how many times have you seen Tua this year? Play action that shit. Roll out, they run the fucking crossing route over the fucking field, and then he hits them motherfuckers on the crossing route. Bro,
they depend on that play action and the quick pass like a motherfucker.
That's the offense. Or if you ask,
that's all it is.
Coverage, we're gonna catch you lacking. You feel what I'm saying?
That's all it fucking is. Yep, that's all it is. And once they get
if you really think about it, that's where we at. So at that little scenario there, you got to get to it, one, but the most important thing, bro, like Leo said, you gotta stop Mostert and A-Chain. Without the fucking running game, there ain't gonna be no goddamn play action, none of that shit. All right, now drop back 30 plus times, motherfucker. Let's see what you do. That's what we gonna do, bro. And if that's me, it's like, all right, cool. You ain't gonna have no fucking running game. Now drop back 30 plus times, and we gonna see if you that dude. Yes or no. And I really don't think he gonna beat us like that. I don't.
Yeah.
Nah. And that's why I think it's so important for us to get a quick start, bro. We can't fall behind on these fools. If we get a lead on them and start controlling that clock, Then Miami starts to panic. Then they start
Yeah.
fucking going pass only, and they fucking forget their run game, you know? But if we
Yeah.
could fucking get off to a good start, a good lead on them, and have our defense tee off on them, bro, then we can fucking go off on that shit.
This last
Yeah,
week against the Jets
exactly.
was good. Last week against the Jets was good. I mean, Brees Hall had 13 for 28 yards. That's hella good to me. You feel what I'm saying? Because I was fucking
Yes.
worried about him.
Yeah, exactly. Because our biggest issue right now, because our biggest competition is Tyreek Hill. But right now, if Jacoby Myers could be like really aggressive, and of course Tree Tucker, because Tree Tucker has an mention of the speed and all these stuff, and Tyreek Hill has the speed, but he hasn't improved yet. But if Tyreek Hill, it's gonna be Tyreek Hill versus Trey Tucker, it's gonna be like battle, a battle between of the speed right now. But they need to be careful about Tyreek Hill. If Trey Tucker will make like a performance against Tyreek Hill, boy, that would be impressive because
That
if
shit
he
would be
had
dope.
the speed, the aggression, and all this mentality, I mean, he can be like Tyreek Hill for 1 second.
Imagine
Who
if
was
Trey
it
Tucker
earlier
gets
that
more yardage than Tyreek Hill in this game.
who was it earlier that said we should send Palo after Tua and nail him really hard?
Hold on.
Reverse that shit. Have him fucking hit Tyreek Hill fucking hard
Yeah.
in the middle of the field and watch how different Tyreek will come across that fucking middle of the field, bro.
Yeah.
Every time that fool catches that ball in the middle of the field, I want to see that fool get drilled and knocked the fuck out damn near. That's how you slow that motherfucker down. Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah, and not
That's
only
how you
that,
do it.
because all the wide receivers had to go for it, go for the speed and intensity. But with Trey Tucker beating up for Tyreek Hill and the Sunday like that, I mean, that could be really impressive because it had the dimension about the speed, the intensity, because not many wide receivers had a lot of speed with Trey Tucker. Because what did they see for the running blocking skills? He made like a strong everything. I mean, it could have happened because it's very effective to go for a strong curve.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I say it like this, bro, because I already know what's about to go down. Like, and I don't want nobody to be surprised, bro.
That was Sam Tanko.
Yeah, salute. They coming off a bye week, bro. So obviously they pissed off about what happened with Kansas City. They coming off a bye week. Mike McDaniel's gonna steam it up. They first 15 gonna be some shit. Like I already can
Dark.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
That first 15 script when they come out and run their first 15 plays off a bye week, it's gonna be some fucking motion shit that we ain't ever seen.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
and everybody gonna start panicking until the fucking game starts settling down. And then all of a sudden we start getting to the motherfucker. Oh shit. Then all of a sudden Jacob start running that bitch and now it's 5-6 yards a pop. Oh,
dude.
now you feel me? Now we start creeping on you. And now all Aiden O'Connell need to do is just fucking make the throws at necessary times, bro. That's it. That's all you need to do. And don't turn that motherfucker over.
That run with Jacobs where it went out of bounds. Oh my god.
Oh my god, I was gonna fucking scream if they covered the ball.
Dude, from what I saw, I thought it was going into the end zone, and I was like, "Fucking Carr!" Like,
bro,
I thought
why you gotta bring up that had nothing to do with Carr, dog?
I'm just saying because he always used to run for it and fumble it out the end zone.
No, but he would extend. That was different.
Yeah.
No, that Jets player made a hell of a play. Like, because Jacob saw that one dude, and that's why he moved the ball and pushed them. But he didn't see the other guy. Yeah, he didn't see the other dude that pushed it out.
He fucking stiff arm the shit out. Oh boy, but
yeah, he did stiff out the shit out of him.
Dark Saints, salute to the panel. What's up, Dark? You loyal, man. You always in the chat, man. Thank you for being here. So I mean, let's take it down, you guys. I mean, I'm not saying let's come down off this win, off these last 2 weeks from what's been this new Raider feel, because it's definitely a different aura. Like, as a Raider fan, you wake up with a smile on your face, you know, like you want to see what's going on in the nation. You want to see what's going on with the players, like how like what they're doing and how they're feeling and everything with this new era, this new regime with AP, you know. So I mean, just final thoughts. I mean, I know we've touched on it here and there and tapped
Yeah.
into it a little bit, but just final thoughts on everything, where the team's at, this a little piece of the Jets recap, what you're expecting from the Dolphins game, and shout out where everybody could find you guys because you guys put out great content. You know, Rundown, Leo, Cheeto, aka Cheeto Linus, Rafa, the captain. You know what I'm saying? If you guys don't check out his Spanish commentary, I'm telling you, I've said it before.
Oh, that was fire, bro.
You
The
need
way
to
you
check
talk
out
Hey,
yeah,
I
Rafa's
will tell you
Spanish
this
commentary.
something. I will
Check
tell you
this
something
guy's
because
Spanish commentary out on the game, man. Like
yeah,
that shit gets me hype, yo, for
it did
real.
get me.
that
So shout
it
out to
getting
Rafa
really
on
hype,
that.
but
Yeah,
I guarantee something. I guarantee something because not only I'm doing like a Spanish play-by-play in
Trader
some
Joe,
games like
salute.
baseball and basketball, because I was trying to do my best doing my Spanish play-by-play commentating in some Raider games, and I feel like this is like the passion that we needed for. And not only about that, because I had the because some person that just told me enough, we need to something like a Spanish commentator for the play-by-play for the Raiders. It's like, okay, so let me just try it on my YouTube channel and let's see what happens like right now because I've been seeing like a lot of stuff right now, but
I
it
watched it.
seems that I had the opportunity to not to screw it.
I
And when I have
enjoyed.
to go for the game right now, it means like it's go time. And as a matter of fact, because not only I just made like a some Spanish play-by-play commentating, not only in baseball, basketball, also with football with the Raiders, but also I'm just playing the NFL made in 17 when I'm playing Raiders versus Chargers. Fuck the Chargers. Yeah, and I'm just very curious right now because I'm still getting like a great knowledge for the NFL, and that was something that I was really intense because doing play-by-play commentary in Spanish, you need to put a lot of passion,
Oh
and of
yes.
course, you need like a drink a lot of water to get hydrated because you need to prepare that voice. You need to
Shout him
prepare
out,
that
Rafa.
voice, ladies and gentlemen.
That's
For
the
You need
real.
to
captain right
prepare
here. Shout him out,
about that
Rafa, where
voice.
they can find you and everything.
All right, so you can find me on YouTube, Rafael Chassin, as known as El Capitan Rafucho. And of course, I'm doing some play-by-play commentary on baseball, basketball, and a little bit of the NFL. And of course, I just wanted to say one more thing about it. I'm playing NFL Made in 17 on my Twitch channel. Yes, indeed, because I just found that some of the games right now, and I just realized that without you guys, there's no El Capitan Rafael, and I appreciate it to be like on this platform. And of course, on my podcast, Silver and Black Experience is coming back between
Yes.
Friday because I had some special guests recovering about the Raiders versus Dolphins. And I will tell you this something. It's gonna be like a dolphin season hunting because we're gonna hunt in dolphin to the south of the Florida.
About to eat some sushi. That's what I'm talking
Mhm.
about.
It's
Yep.
sushi.
Cheeto Linus, aka Leo. What's up,
What up,
man?
dog?
Final
What up,
thoughts,
dog?
where they can find
Um,
you and everything, fam.
Bro, just go back to what you were saying, like about the high. When are we gonna come back down? Like I always tell people, like, why do we gotta come back down? Like, what if this Raider swag high is what gets us going, keeps us moving, and if we gotta stay up on that shit, then we will. Even if we lose, even if we lose and we're competitive, I'm still gonna be up on this high, still gonna be fucking screaming, "Fuck your team!" It's all about the Raiders and all that shit, because that's what we do. Us as Raider fans, you know how it goes down around here. But yeah, exactly, bro. I mean, we go to the spot, start yelling that shit, the whole spot starts yelling it because that's what we're about. But anyway, just check out my YouTube channel, Cheeto Linus. Also on Instagram. I'll be doing my videos with my crew, with you guys, the fellas, on our own. Also supporting other channels as well because that's what it's about.
TRX. Gang,
We're
gang.
supporting other real Raider fans, brother.
Yes, sir.
Mhm.
Raider rundown. Let me hear it,
Man,
man. Do I have to get the bleep button out? I'll get it out.
Oh
I
no,
have
we good, we good,
No,
man.
I'm
We
just
ain't got it
kidding,
all
man.
out for this evening. But look, man, definitely if you try to find me, definitely if you're trying to hit me up, have a conversation, whatever, hit me up on my Instagram, people shit, wherever the fuck it is on this side right here at the Raider Rundown too. Hit me up, man. We can talk that Raider ball, but definitely check out the YouTube channel at the Raider Rundown. I'm 50 away from 1,000 subscribers, man. So tell your mom, your dad,
Hey,
your brother,
yo,
your sister.
Oh shit.
go subscribe to that man.
Whoever the fuck.
Oh shit! No!
It's
Sorry,
all good,
dog.
man.
Sorry,
Hey,
dog.
all right,
I hit the wrong
couldn't do
button.
it. Everybody in chat couldn't do it without y'all either, man. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate you, CT, for having me on this motherfucker. But yeah, definitely subscribe, like to the channel, and subscribe, like to everybody on this panel as well, man. Salute to everybody.
Hit the wrong button. You know, I'm so new to this shit. Shout out
Hey, you
to
already know.
the Raider Rundown 2, Leo, aka Cheeto Linus, Rafa the captain. Hey, you guys, thank you guys for being here again. Episode 2, Jets recap, going into Dolphins, news and everything. I appreciate you guys being here, man. Your guys' input, your information, your opinion, everything like that. If you guys don't follow these guys already, go follow them. Again, I don't have a moderator. I ain't fancy like that. You know, we barely get into this. You know what I'm saying? So all of there, I'm gonna put them all up real quick. I'm gonna take this off real quick. If you guys could just give me a second real quick. Let me take this off so everybody could see your guys's at the Raider Rundown 2. You know, right there in the chat, right there. You guys can't see my cursor. Rafael, the captain, Rafucho. Let's go. Leo, Cheeto Linus, me, CT Denero, Real Men Are Raiders. You already know what it is. It's Raider Nation all day. Real men, real talk, Raider Nation all the time. And I'm out, y'all. Keep loving, keep doing what you love and love what you do. And I'm out, y'all. Peace. Have a good night.
Salute.
All love.
Raiders,
baby.
Have a good one.
Have a good night, y'all. Let's get it.